update, Ajay. But let's move on. And like we promised, we do have the management of ITD Cementation CFO, Mr. Patwardhan, joining in with us. Thank you so much, sir, for waiting by and joining with us on ET now this afternoon. Let's start with your numbers, right? A strong performance that's come in Q3. When I'm looking at your revenue, more than a 50% growth in terms of revenue. Profits have more than doubled as well on a year-on-year basis. So when you look at such a strong performance, this performance, do you think is that something that will be continuing in Q4 as well as in FY25, as well as how is the execution actually shaping up and how are you seeing that as well?
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me on your show. We are pretty sure of continuing with this level of performance or even improving on it going forward in the next financial year. We already have the orders in hand, and the order book visibility today is about 3.5 years. So we don't see any issues in continuing with the same scale of operations or even improving upon it going forward in the next financial year.
This is Shell also joining in the conversation. So since you said that the visibility is there for the order book, so is there any guidance that you can give us for FY25 by any chance? Are you working out around with some numbers when it comes to your order book guidance, given the fact that we know the ITD Cementation has been bagging good orders of late?
Well, next year we are hoping for a 15 to 20% growth in our top line. And in terms of order inflows, the first quarter is likely to be a bit slow because of, obviously the Lok Sabha elections and the new government coming into power. But the focus on infrastructure, we expect that to continue going forward. And so we are pretty sure that we should be getting orders worth about 8 to 9,000 crores in the next year post the elections.
Right. Mr. Patwardhan, a couple of questions. One, I'm going to put in terms of margins also. What should we be expecting in terms of margins? Right now, this quarter, it's around 10%. Is that the range that you would be looking to maintain, the double-digit, lowest double-digit growth is something that we could expect? And also in terms of the international business, any update in terms of projects on that front as well?
Well, in terms of margins, we have seen our margins grow this year. We have crossed 10% now. And we expect the margins to remain in this range, with an upward bias. There's a possibility of further improvement in the margins as we go ahead. As far as the international projects are concerned, currently we are executing 2 orders, one in Bangladesh and one in Sri Lanka. And we are looking at other opportunities in the geographies closer to India. We are looking at some opportunities in the Middle East, in Mauritius as well, and Sri Lanka and Bangladesh as well. So there are some opportunities where we are exploring the options available, and then we'll take a call on whether to bid for these projects or how to take it forward.
All right, Mr. Patwardhan, we leave it there. Then thank you so much for joining us on ET now to talk about the quarter gone by for your company, as well as sounding pretty optimistic for the year ahead. All the best for the ahead quarter as well as FY25. And that was the management of ITD Cementation.